Alright, so I'm making a video on my recording setup. I'm not really used to talking to a camera, so this is gonna be a little weird. But yeah, I've been getting a lot of questions about how I record my stuff, what I use to record my stuff, various stuff like that. So I figured I might just make one video and answer everything. I don't know if it'd be everything, but it'll give you a breakdown of what I record with. So here we go. So for my guitar and bass setup, I have a Scarlett Focusrite. It's just like 2 inputs, you know, got some mic inputs there. And I run it through Logic Pro right over here. And specifically for guitar, I am running it through my amp, and then I'm miking up my amp with an SM57. And then for guitars, I usually double track. So what I do is I do 2 takes. Right, you can see here on one of my videos. I do one as like a brighter tone with more like treble kind of stuff, right? And then one with a darker tone, and then I pan those to about 25 on each side. That's a new thing I've started doing, and it sounds pretty good and allows room for the vocals. And speaking of, for the vocals here, we just have an SM58, also running into my Scarlett. But I found this like, sorry. See? But yeah, I just have this like foam thing I put on over it. It's nice if you have like a pop filter or something, so, you know, it just makes it cleaner and allows for those like, I don't know, you know what I mean? You want to have something like this. It's nice. And for bass, I literally just go straight in, DI right into here to bass. And sometimes I tweak it in Logic, but honestly, I usually just leave it as is because it's pretty fine that way. But yeah, this is my guitar, bass, and vocal setup. Yeah, I record on this little thing right here. Oh, well, if you want to see my pedals, actually, let's do this real quick. Usually for my videos, I'm only using this pedal board. Not this pedal, get rid of that. But any distortions you're gonna hear on my account are gonna be either this DS1 or this Plumes Earthquaker, or Earthquaker Plumes, I don't know, you know. I change the settings all the time, so it's not really gonna help you by looking at that. And then I don't really use these that much, but I like having them. So yeah, that's it. I guess for my guitars, usually I'm running, if I'm in standard tuning, I'm running my Les Paul. And my open tunings, it's this guitar. I used to use this guitar, but my Jazz Master is better. And then sometimes for standard, I'll also use my SG. And then my bass, if you were wondering, it's just a precision bass. It's nothing like the Squier, nothing fancy. But yeah, that's this setup. So let's go downstairs to my drum set. All right, here is my drum set setup. This is actually not that intricate. It's just a one mic, but it's an Yamaha E8010. It's quite pricey, but it really does get the job done. These are usually the settings I run on it. Solid rock. That's usually what I'm running. I have the trigger about halfway. But yeah, so that's what I do for drum set. And then I do put an effect on it in Logic. I'll show later in the video, but that's later. Yeah, whatever. And then I guess if you're wondering about my cymbals, I have the Zildjian, whatever. I don't know. Then this one, it's my Ride. I got all my stuff for my drum sets been gifted to me like my cymbals were gifted to me. And the drum set we found in the dumpster one day. Is this Sabian? Probably. And these are actually 2 bottoms, right? Yeah, these are 2 bottom hi-hats that are mismatched, but they work, right? And then, I don't know what the snare is, but it's small and I crank it real high. So if anyone asks about my snare tone, like I literally let this thing, I can't really turn it off because I taped the bottom of it. Actually, usually it's higher than that. It kind of, what's it called? It gets lower over time. But yeah, sometimes I have a double kick, but this is about it. It's pretty simple. Yeah, the Yamaha E8010 is doing most of that work on the recording side. And then, yeah, I just record right here. So that's that. Yeah, I'm not good at these videos, so yeah. Oh, this thing's not turning off. Okay, yeah. So this is my drum set setup. That's about it. Once again, we're back up here, but I just wanted to show off what I do for my drum set when it comes down to like effects, I guess. But I take it, here, I'll make a new one too. So you create your audio file, you record, wherever you record, right? Then we go to drums here. So it's hard to doing this one-handed while looking at two different screens. But yeah, so then we go to electronic, and then stereo kit and sagging kit. So this basically just adds a lot of distortion. So what I like to do is just turn the distortion down. But it really like fattens up that sound, so you can hear. Okay, you can do that, you don't have to do that. But yeah, that's about it when it comes down to drums. I do want to clarify that these videos I make are low effort, and I don't spend too much time on the mixes or anything like that. It's mainly just focused on the song, so don't go expecting too crazy results. This is just like a home DIY kind of demo recording situation. So I would take that kind of approach when you're taking these tips to record. But if I did miss anything or anyone else has any more questions, feel free to like DM me, comment, whatever, you know, just message me somehow, and maybe I'll update this video, maybe I'll make another one, who knows. But yeah, this is basically how I make my videos, how I record them, so yeah, thank you.